Well, hello, Earth signs, and welcome to Tarot Nights with the Hanged Empress. This week we are going through our full moon, which is coming up in Aquarius. So, on my new moon reads, I was kind of picking at Aquarius a little bit, and I was like, you guys are a rain cloud. And not even really thinking about the full moon too aggressively at the time, but yeah, it is. It's a little bit like a rain cloud. And I think that my favorite thing about Aquarius people is that they are fantastic storytellers. They love listening to stories, they love telling stories, they love talking about stories, and so do I. So that is the theme that I want to take for our full moon is let's just share our stories. It's story time, everybody. We're just gonna release in a very simple, communicative way. We're just gonna talk about it, let it out, share our stuffs. So, very excited about this full moon. It's definitely big. It's definitely a lot, and that's why I want to keep it so simple, because I think we're just gonna have a lot of really great stories, and I can't wait to get into them. So let's get started. Well, hey there, Virgo. Taking things a little bit out of order, but we're creating a new order, one that makes more sense. So we're starting with you, and today, as I was just starting to tap in, definitely had an emotional morning coffee, and it was very group therapy-esque today, for sure. It was a good one. But definitely having some influence from that. Also, our little Aquarius rain cloud, cleansing and clearing energy and all of that. So the song that popped into my head today as we were doing this was Leaky Lee's Let It Fall. And it's happy, it's sad, it's sweet, it's soft, and it's really beautiful. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So just going on the soundtrack. If you want to just go find that song, go for it. It's a fun one. But yes, very excited to get into our full moons, Virgo. We've got all kinds of stories to tell, I'm sure. We got a little hard on you on our last meeting, wasn't I? Our new moon. But, sometimes we need that kick in the ass, especially when it's time to get started. We got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. Is that like half of the deck? It felt like half of the deck. Let's just go. Let's go. I said I wanted a story, Virgo. Do we have a Virgo show today? Give me a moment. I'm trying to piece how this Seven of Pentacles in reverse has anything to do with this. With this pile of cards. It's a thick stack. I'm not getting into it yet. Okay, we're not looking back. I'm gonna say we're not looking back because of our Ace of Cups here. Starting something new in the dark of night is definitely a theme that I am also picking up from our top of the deck energy. Oh yeah, definitely in the dark of night, because here is our Knight of Cups right there, and following that Knight of Cups is that Eight of Cups there. I did say that it started off as kind of an emotional day. For sure. Where are we going? Where are we going? What are we doing? Oh man, oh man. So much story. So much stuff. There is... I can't see this, but there is actually a knight. No, you can't see that there. Good job, Ronnie. You found good lighting. Yep, there is a man and a horse. And the white horse there. He is... No, he's still got most of his armor. Just took his helmet off. But he's this guy. This guy right there. There's your knight. On the white horse, in shining armor, holding his cup and walking up to a new emotional beginning with you. The thing that we're walking away from, the thing that we are releasing, either whichever side of this story you feel like you are connected to here. What we're walking away from is some toxic feminine influences. And this lady here, especially, this side as of late, has been the toxic feminine influences. Most assuredly. We also have quite an interesting little pairing here with a Queen of Pentacles and a Knight of Pentacles. Older woman, younger man type vibes. For sure. 9, 10, 10. Okay. Peeking ahead of the story here a little bit. Gotta get a leg up on all of this. So, we have our white knight walking out into the night, away from this toxic influence. And we have another knight walking in to their own emotional independence. And that is very much, I think, why we have this pairing here. Because our Queen of Pentacles is pulling together herself, and our Knight of Pentacles is still kind of coming up out of some heavy emotional and psychological damages, which is definitely bringing up some fears, for sure. Directly at our fears. Dawn is breaking, and we are now examining the true meaning behind our dreams. I hope this video isn't too laggy. Computer was acting up a bit as we got started, but that's okay. We'll trudge on. We will trudge on, because from our 9, we have 10 Wheel of Fortune and 10 of Swords. Let's go ahead and take our fears, our fear of death, our fear of end, and hand that over to our gods, to higher powers above ourselves, because it is a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of swords out. And both of you, on either side, to let go and let God. definitely a message of the week. For sure. Let go. Let God. Hand your fears, hand your anxieties, hand your worries, hand the situations that are still hanging on, that are not totally dead and buried yet. Hand them over to the gods. Because we have work to do. Yes, we do. We got a High Priestess and an Eight of Pentacles. Working with our intuition is what I'm pulling from these guys. We gotta work with our intuition and not against it. Don't work against your better judgment right now. I mean, ever, but trust yourself. Trust your guides. Trust your gods. Trust your ancestors. Because we're moving out. Page of Swords. Two of Cups. It's time to initiate that pairing. It's time to make that offer. In this chariot, in this side of the chariot. See her taking her cup, taking that cup, moving on with it. You see this guy taking his cup, walking right up there to that new start. Go meet that knight. Though you may not feel like you are super ready to do this, you might feel a little clumsy, you might feel almost like you don't know how to start this. Venture out and go to this meeting place. Go to this place and bring your cup together with somebody who deserves to share your cup. Virgos, we did it. That was a lot. I don't dare shuffle or try to pull any clarification because I think that was quite clear. I think so. I think we got it. That was a lot. Good going, Virgos, though. Keep working. Keep working. Work on yourself. If you are walking away, keep on walking. Take that cup and go find that new journey. That new emotional journey. It's going to be a lot better than the last one. We'll see you in the next moon. Oh, hey there, Taurus. So, last time I saw you, we were having trouble getting moving. Dragging our feet a little bit. Which, getting into your reads, I've just been sitting here thinking. Not really moving very aggressively. And I just kind of was reminded of that. So my Virgo took over and was like, okay, let's get going. Let's just do it. What you doing, Taurus? What's your story? Tell me what you want to talk about, because sharing is caring and caring is releasing. And also, as I've been sitting here and playing, just the cards that are coming out, taunting me, I tell you. So let's get into it. Cosmic Taurus. I know. I saw you. I saw you. I was there. I was hanging out. Don't mind me and the hair thing. I'll be whining about it this entire time. But Venus retrograde. In Leo. In my hair. I haven't cut this much hair off in 8 years since the last retrograde. Can't stop messing with it. My phase will end soon. So we have the direct influence of the devil as your overall energy, but then we also have the Hierophant, the spiritual leader, calling us to keep moving. We are still slowly and warily walking, Taurus. Story time. Story time. Okay, Taurus. The duck of what's going on, Taurus. Okay, so under the light of this full moon, there will be action taken, regardless of your willingness to move, regardless of how tightly this devil energy is holding on to you. It doesn't matter if you're looking at it, because justice isn't really given no fucks either. Justice went out. It's out for the day. Chaos reigns. And divine intervention is going to be called. Nobody is looking at us except for the devil and the Hierophant. The angel and the devil, the good influence, the good conscience, and the lower frequency vibrations are the only two who are actually paying any attention here. It's not you, it's not justice, it's not anybody around here. You're just being kicked around like a soccer ball in this game. This is how I feel about this. This is how I feel about this. You had a Page of Pentacles, a Ten of Cups, a new journey, off in the distance, and a Queen of Wands. Crying out for that spirit. While that Page of Pentacles is crying out for that money. And it's causing a war inside of you. A war over this cycle, over this end and this beginning. It's got you so caught up. And there are no rules in this game. Half the players aren't even playing. They're just sitting on the sidelines observing. Sitting on the sidelines observing. It's a war. This is an internal war, an internal battle. My darling Taurus. I'm going to pull another deck. So that was also a book. That's not as satisfying. That's not an end. You know, this is... hung up in old memories. old stories. If anything, this is all that stuff that you need to release. I challenge you, Taurus, to become a participating player in your destiny here. Stop allowing yourself to be pulled in both directions. Hold your own cup. Hold your own cup for a little while. I know this Knight of Cup offers a lot. But I certainly don't suggest bringing another individual into this spiritual battle. Certainly not unaware of what's going on here. So I would say, be the knight of your own cup. Save your own heart on this full moon. There's good and bad in both of these. Both of these people have their followers, the dark and the light. They have people who are indebted to them, who have come here for one reason or another. But you need to step into the forefront here as an individual. Yes. Be your own sweet knight, Taurus. Not all of us need to be rescued. We shouldn't need to be rescued. We all have it in ourselves to save ourselves. And really, from personal experience, that's the only way to do it. It is. There's helpers, there's people out there, people like me, friends, family, who can give you their own personal advice and encourage you and tell you stories from their own experiences. Listen to those things, take note, but know that at the end of the day, you're both of these people and neither of them. Be all three. Bring your dark together with your light. Use your own heart to judge what the right path is for you, my dear Taurus. And have a really productive full moon. There's a lot of introspection and self-examination that is being called for you here, and I hope that you take that time. And I hope that you get to know both your dark side and your light side very well, and learn how to make everybody happy without overfeeding either one of these. Make sure you put yourself first here, Taurus. Take care of your cup. Get it balanced. I believe in you. And have a great moon. We'll see you next time. Oh, hey Capricorn. Super excited for your reads too. You had shooting stars just falling everywhere in your new moon reads, and it was awesome. It was so cool. It was a lot of fun. Honestly, I enjoyed that. So I'm very excited to see how your full moon is going. All of the crazy cool things that we were doing at the beginning. Let's see what we have sown, shall we? Tell me a story, Capricorn. How's it been last couple of weeks here? Anticipation? Setting up. Setting the stage. Gotta turn some cards around, you know? Thought you were gonna come out. Our King of Cups. That energy's still hanging around here. So is this one. Is baby waking? Oh. Okay. Baby. Let's see. Okay. So you're in a good place emotionally. That is good. That is good. Things have been chaotic, dear Capricorns. Justice has turned her back for the time, and it has really caused you to look at things differently. But with that difference of opinion, I think we are finally starting to see our way out, in a way from that. Even dark times, I believe was our, just repeating our last message, even in dark times, there is wisdom, knowledge, lessons to be learned, things to be gained, a bright side to that dark side. Even when all hope seems lost, and it seems the utter cosmos itself has succumbed to chaos, it does force us to put ourselves in a new position, to share new ideas with new people. It's a whole new way of looking at things, Capricorn. And it can be very enlightening. From the darkest dark, you can see the brightest lights. There we go. Page of Cups. Oh, and by the way, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Both of them offering. Hey, look, we're chasing that shooting star. Yay! That is the perspective that I do want to see. Absolutely. I know that our foundations crumbled once, but we have a whole new journey. We have so many stars falling into our laps, and we're finally starting to chase them a little bit and go after our dreams and put that work in. Taking the lessons that we've learned, our new perspective on how dark things can be, and applying it. Judgment is so bright, I can't. It's blinding. Judgment is so blinding right now that you can't even see it. Justice checked out, but judgment is coming in, and it comes for all. Is your heart in the right place? wands there on our last bit. If you haven't seen it, you should go on back. Yes, it's the last day of the month for our soundtracks, and I was thinking, maybe I should end it with a real strong one, like Fall Out Boy Phoenix, because I can't get enough of that song sometimes. It's just got good energy, it's got good vibes, it's got good words, it's got good soul. Can't deny it. What was I saying about a wand journey? What was I saying about rising from the ashes? Something about that? Is that what we said? Is that what we were saying? It is. It is. Oh, look. There's that shooting star again. Making it happen. Burning that candle at both ends. Putting in that work. Burning the midnight oil. Bringing all of the lessons and the beautiful things into our forefront, into our future, into our now. Fuck yeah, Capricorns. Good job. Good job. I don't know if I've got anything else, but I just want to do this. Could I do this forever? Could I do this forever? Yes, I could. Yes, I could. But yes. No, I just had to set it down on one more shooting star. Because the star didn't come out. That's probably what I was fishing for. But, they're still falling. Those shooting stars are still falling all around you. And all of that darkness, take on that new perspective. Remain in control of your emotions, of your past, of your present, of your future. It is very important if you are going to be participating in some sort of manifestation or alchemies. You're ready. You're ready. You put in that work, and you get started. Go on. Go on. Go get your star. You deserve every bit of it, Capricorn. We'll see you next time. Whew. Earth signs. Really dug deep. Some good stories. It's like Mercury retrograde coming up again or something like that. Technical difficulties with the computer. I always stutter and trip over my words, let's be real. It's fine. But it was fun. It was good reads, some good energies, some stuffs, for sure. But I want to thank you all for coming out and joining me on this moon. Trust. That egg moon and trust. Keep that faith going, my earth signs. Trust yourself. Develop self-trust and joy will follow. You can rely on your own capabilities. Begin to plan carefully for the future. Apart from the trust we might develop spiritually with our higher power, self-trust is the basis of all other trust. Self-trust is a surety that we can rely upon ourselves, that our decisions are valid, that we ourselves matter, that knowing ourselves combined with trusting ourselves leads to better, more informed decisions about all aspects of our life, including career and relationships. Self-trust is far more than a flashy show of confidence. It is deeper and farther reaching than that. It is security at the very core that no matter what, our wisdom matters, and it is best. It allows for flow and for faith in oneself and the way you do things, moving and choosing in the world. Self-trust is a full acceptance of self As accepting oneself becomes easier, thus self-trust will begin to shine. This gives great momentum to anything we choose to tackle or do. Our ancestors saw spring, the great thawing, as a new beginning. They would walk into the marshes and the plains and find newly laid eggs. More than just a symbol of fertility and new hope, the eggs that meant that the worst of the cold was over and that new life really was here. The egg moon was a time of celebration and rejoicing. Oh, earth signs. We're in so many different places right now, and just keep trust. Trust yourself. Trust that you know what you're doing, even if you feel like you don't. Believe in yourself. We've all got this. We are all doing things in our own way, in our own time, and we'll see you when you get there. Have a great moon.